What's up guys, thanks for watching Unreal Life here today. I'm Ram Acasio. Thanks for tuning into my channel. I am here, I'm just filming this intro because I went out to White Lake the other day and it all came out in slow-mo, so it didn't quite work out well. I still have the rod set up that I was using and what we were talking about, so I'm going to show that to you now. So here was my setup when I was on White Lake the other day. Basically using a max sling blade with a slight bend in it to give it extra flutter when I jig it, and then about 1.5 feet of fluorocarbon leader and a small glow jig head, and then a small piece of krill. So the idea was the fish see the flash, come in from far, inspect it, and then get a sniff of some krill. Stay tuned and we'll see if we catch any fish, and we'll look at a fish finder and how to identify what they look like on the fish finder. Thanks again for tuning in. There we go, there's a fish. It's chasing the flasher. Why are you coming so shallow? Nice rainbow. What's up guys? Nice rainbow here. Maybe, I don't know, 2 pounds. I'm gonna let him go. This is White Lake. There he goes. Let's get down there and try that again. There's a fish, guys. I see one. Oh, he bit me. There we go. Fish on. Oh, he's got a fish to him. So like I said, don't be afraid to use flashers. Like I said, it'll attract them. And let's see this guy. Nice. Oh, nice panask. Looks like. Just gonna loosen my drag a little bit because he hasn't really tired out yet. Just right below the ice here. Nice looking fish though. Nice clean looking. Who knows, maybe we'll keep this guy, I don't know. Not a bad fish. Hook just popped right out. There we have a look. This is a panask out here on White Lake. Not a bad little fish, but we're gonna let him go. I don't think I'm gonna keep any here today. Oh, there he goes. This is what I'm using here today. I got the a new to me anyway, the White Noise 13 fishing rod. This is medium light, 28 inch. I had a light action Shimano Sienna. I took the reel and put it on here because the tip of it broke. So, and that's what I've caught the last 2 on. Just a little jig, any kind of glow jig head, or just any jig head really. And a max lure sling blade, and just putting a small piece of krill on there. And yeah, like I said, if you're typically used to just, you know, putting a bobber on and having it sit there in the ice, I'm in 33 feet of water. I like to jig one of these just to see if I can bring them in, like I said, and give it a shot. If you're ever stumped and you find that you're not catching anything, I find this really attracts them, especially if you don't know the lake and you don't kind of know where a good spot is. You can usually call them in from a distance with this, or attract them in anyway. So yeah, let's get back down there and see if we can get another one. Another thing, hopefully another tip, I don't like to open bail and just let it drop. I like to do it bit by bit and pull it from the top here just to test out my line, because sometimes there's a fray in the line because it hits the ice, and you'll find that out as you're pulling it like this. Tighten my drag just a little bit, because it's happened to me where I'll pull it out and all of a sudden it snaps, and you don't want that to happen when you have a good fish on, maybe a fish of a lifetime. How many times does that happen where all of a sudden you catch this nice fish and boom, your line snaps, and then all you've got is a story. For fish finder here, sonar, I'm using the Garmin EchoMap 75 Plus with the GT8 transducer. The GT8 and the GT10 will work on this, but the GT10 is a wider beam and the GT8 is a bit smaller. I'm not sure why I went with the GT8. I should have went with the GT10, but there looks like there's a fish. Yep, he just bit me. You see him on the screen. Let's get this guy. There we go. Got him. Okay, another smaller panask, but like I say, they're really clean looking fish out of here. Settle down, that's okay. Oh, popped right out. Look at that, lost it at the top here. Okay, nice little panask. Oh, let's get him back in the water. Lively one already. See you later. You know, typically I like to use balanced leeches. Okay, he's calling for a fish over there. I typically like to use balanced leeches, or small profiles when I'm fishing for rainbow trout. But like I said, I'm just trying to show you guys that don't be afraid to use basically a Kokanee setup, something flashy. Typically I'd be fishing off the bottom, but that's the thing with fishing, is it's a bit of a mindset. You can't get stuck in your ways. You got to be willing to try new things, because sometimes fishing gets really slow, and you just got to figure it out. So you can see on the fish finder two different lines. So I've got this top line is my flasher. This bottom one is my jig head. If there's any other yellow line that I see, especially when you move it up or down and it kind of stays there, that's a fish. That's how you know. And then on the right hand side, you could see that's just basically past data. If I keep my jig still, it just sits there and it shows you that it's just sitting in the water. If I jig it up, you see it all move and come down. So that's how you read. I've got the split screen on so I can see both. Oh, there's something coming up from the bottom. You guys see that on the screen there? Coming up, just a smaller yellow mark, but there's a few. Let's go down. I see 2 or 3. Let's see if we can. Oh, yeah, he hit me hard. He didn't even. Oh, wow. Oh my. That was a good hit. Change my camera gear here. Oh, scrappy one. Look at you. Oh, not a bad little panask again. like I say, they're nice fish out of here. I mean, so far we've had a good average size. But I mean, that's probably 1.75 pounds, I would say. Let's get a good look at it there. Nice clean fish. Get it back in the water. Nice, good clean release. And you guys saw that fish came right up. I saw him near the bottom. So I dropped it down to him and whammo. That's my word of the day, whammo. So, I kind of knocked this stuff around. Let's get back down there. Now, if you find you have fish coming in and they're skittish, then that's the time that you probably want to take your flasher off. You can maybe go to a smaller profile, a smaller flasher. And what I mean by flasher is some kind of a spoon or lure. Or if you're on a spot where fish seem to, oh, there's one coming up. He's coming up. See that, guys, on the left there? There we go. Came up fairly aggressively. Oh, he just fell off. Darn it. Ah. So that concludes today's episode on White Lake. Thanks again for watching. If you found value in this video, feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be having more ice fishing videos coming up for this year. There's plenty of ice season left, so I think we're just in January here, so we'll have at least till March. Again, just want to recap, don't be afraid to use flashier gear when you're out on a new lake. Hope that helps. We'll see you in the next video.